Well, hello everyone. I am so pleased that I'm doing this Bible story and activity for you this morning. I'm thinking about you all, and I know Eleanor is too. I've got my picture of St Andrew's Church just behind me, and that helps me to think about the church and to think about you all, thinking about all of your lovely faces. So it's a real treat for me to be doing this for you this morning. Now we're going to hear a Bible story from the Old Testament, what Christians call the Old Testament, which lots of you might know is at the beginning of the Bible. And we're going to hear about a person this morning who is very, 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 very old. We're going to hear about a person who is so old that they were there before the world began. Now, the person we're going to hear about is called Wisdom. And if I show you this, I wonder if any of you can think what this might help us think about. Well, wisdom, lots of Christians believe, is the Holy Spirit. Now, I wonder, lots of you might have heard in different children's activities about the Holy Spirit, or if you are at St Andrew's School, you might have heard about it in one of our assemblies that me or Eleanor did. So we're going to think about wisdom, the Holy Spirit, this morning. And we're going to flip things round. We're going to hear our Bible story first, and then we're going to do our activity. So let's listen to our Bible story.
A reading from the book of Proverbs. Does not wisdom call, and does not understanding raise her voice? The Lord created me at the beginning of his work, the first of his acts of long ago. Ages ago I was set up at the first, before the beginning of the earth. When there were no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no springs abounding with water. Before the mountains had been shaped, before the hills I was brought forth. When he had not yet made earth and fields, or the world's first bit of soil. When he established the heavens, I was there. When he drew a circle on the face of the deep. When he made firm the skies above. When he established the fountains of the deep. When he assigned to the sea its limit, so the waters might not transgress his command. When he marked out the foundations of the earth. Then I was beside him, like a master worker, and I was daily his delight, rejoicing before him always, rejoicing in his inhabited world, and delighting in the human race. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God.
So we heard how wisdom was there before anything else. Now, what we're going to need today is some black paper, some white paper, a glue stick if you've got one, some scissors, and then we're going to need some reds, oranges and yellows. We can either use colouring pencils or felt tips or whatever you like, or I've got some leftover sweetie wrappers. I've also got some little bits of red and yellow old wrapping paper that I found. So see what you can find around the house that we can use for this. So, first thing we're going to do on our white paper is where we are going to put lots of colours, lots of red and gold and shiny bits in the middle of our paper. And I wonder if you remember a story, because we're thinking about wisdom as the Holy Spirit, aren't we? Can you remember You can hear my little dog barking in the background. Sorry about that. Can you remember a story when the Holy Spirit came and all of the disciples had bits of flame on their head? I wonder if you know that story. Well, the Holy Spirit, we often think about fire and flame when we think about the Holy Spirit. So that's why we're doing all reds, yellows, oranges. If you've got some shiny golds, that'd be great. And what we're going to do is, when we've got some bits, we are going to put some glue on the paper. There we are. Mine won't stay purple, it'll dry clear. And we're going to stick our shiny reds and golds onto our paper. Now, if you don't have any leftover sweet wrappers, you might have already popped them in the bin, which is what I probably should have done. We can use colours, we can use felt tip pens, or we can use crayons or whatever you like to use, so we can draw sort of squiggles and colours around as well. So don't worry if you've been more organised and you've done the tidying up and put all the bits in the bin. And so we're thinking about the Holy Spirit, and we're thinking about how Holy Spirit was there before anything else. Can you remember from our Bible story we just heard? Before the sea, before the fields, before everything, the Holy Spirit was there. Wisdom was there. I think we're just about there with our bits. There we are. So we've got that all stuck on there, and I'm going to do a few bits of orange around the sides and some there. Oh, off a bit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our black paper. Now mine's card, and that's not it's not the best. So if you've got paper, that'll work better. But what we're going to do is fold our paper in half, like that. We're going to get our scissors and make a cut. Not all the way through, just a little bit of the way. Can you see? Like that. And then fold it the other way, like that, and make another cut. Again, not all the way through, but can you see we've sort of got a cross now on our paper. And then what we're going to do is we are going to stick our black paper over all of our bright colours. And this paper is going to remind us of the darkness, remind us of the darkness before God made the oceans and the seas, before God made the plants and the trees, before God made everything. There was darkness. So we'll stick our black paper over our white paper. Just press that down. And here we have it. Well, we've covered up all of our beautiful colours, haven't we? But what we're going to do is, can you see that because we've made that cut, we've got some little sections here now. So when you've done that, if you fold back the corners of our black paper, we can see the colours coming through. We can see that even before everything else, before anything else was made, in the darkness, the Holy Spirit, wisdom, was there. That's like popping through, isn't it, to show us all of the colours. Now, if you wanted, you could decorate your black paper as well with maybe things that that God then made, because we had the Holy Spirit with God before all things, before everything was made, and we had the darkness. But then after that, God made the trees and the plants. Now I've got some stickers here, but what you could do is draw some plants, or maybe animals, or the sunshine. You could do a nice big yellow sunshine, and you can stick it on the black paper, because then it sort of tells us the story, doesn't it? It says that first was God and the Holy Spirit, even when it was black and dark. And then the darkness went away, because God made the plants and the flowers and everything else on earth. So let's try that and see if that can help you think about how, before everything else in the world, before everything was made, God was there, the Holy Spirit was there. Well, everyone, I hope you all have a lovely week, and we are looking forward to seeing some of you soon, hopefully. We miss you lots and lots. See you soon. Bye!